So the craziest thing that happened when I was at sober living was basically there was two houses. One was the regular house and the other was the graduate house. This is the graduate house right here. You needed significant clean time, like at least 6 months to live there, just to keep the community safe. Because people that lived here typically didn't relapse as much as the other house. And the people who lived here were much more stable. Like they had a job, they had money, they had bank accounts, like all that good stuff. And basically, I was beefing with the owner for whatever reason. He didn't like me. Not gonna name any names, but he wasn't a fan of me. So he moved me into the back room, which was a big room that had two beds. And then shortly after, all of a sudden, I came home from work and there was a third bed in there. Now, mind you, I had almost 2 years at this point. And he tells me, "Oh, we're gonna move a third roommate into your room." So right then and there, I was pissed, but I knew I couldn't say anything to him because if he wanted to, he could just kick me out onto the street and I would have nowhere to go. So the next day comes, I come home from work. I used to work overnight, and there's a guy there. And I'm asking him, like, "Hey, like, what's going on, man? What's your story? Like, tell me, you know?" And he proceeds to tell me that he has, like, 1 day clean and all this other stuff. And I'm thinking in my head, all right, this guy's targeting me. Why would he move a guy with 1 day clean into my room when I have 2 years clean and the other guy that lives here has a year clean? And the bottom line is we chit chatted for a little bit and then I told him, "Listen, I gotta go to sleep. I work at night and I need to get my rest." He's like, yeah, okay, like I'm gonna take a nap and that's it, basically call it a day. A couple hours later, and the cops kicked down my door. There was like 6 of them with bulletproof vests with in my face. And they're like, "Where's Alex? Where's Alex?" And I'm like, "Yo, like, I don't know, like, I'm not Alex." And they're like, "Let me see some ID, da da da." And like, I gave him my UPS work ID. And they were basically like, "Oh, my bad, sorry about that." And they took off. But it was crazy because I could have gotten killed. Like, they literally pulled up in there with guns drawn and everything. And of course, I called the house manager and the owner, and their response was, "We know, and if you don't like it, you can leave." So he was basically deliberately doing things just to target me and piss me off. And it was at that point that I knew I needed to go. And shortly after, I was able to find my own place where I still live today. And now I left there in June of 2022. Follow, like, and share for more videos about my experience struggling with substance abuse and recovery.